Hello and welcome to Let Me Be Your Game Guide. This is a little bonus episode about a little demo games. Join us as we preview games and share our first impressions for the remainder of this episode. Let me be your demo guide. Welcome back to 12 Days of Demos, episode 6, Geese A-Laying. We're going to be talking about a demo today in this quick, unstructured episode, just as a nice little holiday bonus episode for all of you. Today, we are going to talk about a demo that I played called Dunjungle. Dunjungle was developed by Bruno Bombardi. He is a solo developer.
Oh, cool.
And he's on socials as Brubomb, Brubomb. And this game is published by Astrolabe Games. Astrolabe. What is the thing that you use on a ship or stars or something?
Huh? I ain't no astronaut.
What's an astrolabe?
Astrolabe?
Astrolabe, yeah.
I don't know.
Never mind. This is a roguelike action platformer where you play as a monkey running through a dungeon.
Oh my god.
Fighting monsters with a bunch of different weapons. You get like a sword or a spear, and you have like a secondary weapon like knives you could throw or magic spells. And you're going through this dungeon, you're upgrading yourself, you're getting new stuff. There is a lot of cool things in this game, just in the demo.
Do you throw poop at people?
I have not experienced any poop throwing.
Do you get bigger when you upgrade yourself?
You don't get bigger. No, you start as a pretty sizable monkey, though.
What brand of monkey would you compare yourself to?
It's
like Donkey Kong, Zaboomafoo. I guess Zaboomafoo's a lemur.
You know,
Yeah.
I feel like you kind of look like a gorilla,
Okay.
but I think you have a tail. So I don't think that
Huh.
you may
Interesting.
not. Let me try to look up these smart guys. Yeah, confirm that you do have a tail. So you run through this dungeon and you're fighting monsters and you are upgrading yourself. There's treasure chests. Most of the treasure chests you come across have like a small challenge, like some more enemies will spawn. You have to fight them before the chest will open, or they're trapped otherwise in some way. As you go through one area, the end of that area will have two doorways, and it will kind of have some symbols above the doors that kind of give you a clue as to what's in the next room. Which is fun for like a roguelike element. So you continue going and you're upgrading your character and doing different things. Eventually you will have to face a boss. I haven't beaten any of the bosses yet, but there's a couple different bosses. There's like a cat warrior guy and there's a frog with a huge tongue attack. It's been pretty fun. The graphics in this game are like pixely graphics with bright colors. You're in a dungeon. There's tiki men. There's trees that will attack you. There are like slimes, there are mushroom people, and they all attack differently. One of the things I thought was really fun about this game was it has a like multiplier for a bunch of different things based on how many enemies you've killed without being hit. So I think it increases every 5 enemies you've killed without being hit. It increases your damage, your movement speed, and your cooldown for your abilities.
That's cool.
It is, and this multiplier though, it has like a little timer that goes down when you're not attacking things. So if you are too careful in the dungeon, you're going to lose out on that multiplier. So it kind of encourages you to like move quickly, like go attack this thing and then run and get to the next thing and attack it.
Yeah.
Which I've played games that have this similar sort of thing and that just didn't work for me. Like I was too careful, but in this, I really get in that like flow, like, oh, gotta go. Like I'm moving fast now. I'm killing things.
Yeah.
And it's fun because it makes you like make a mistake. So like you're going, and then you're like, oh shoot, I should not have just run in here and like where there's like 4 enemies and the wasps are flying and the spears are being thrown at you. So playing a session of this game, like I've gotten longer and longer as I've played more rounds in this roguelike, but at first, like each run was taking me like less than 5 minutes, but it wasn't discouraging. It was just like, all right, cool. Like let's start another one. Let's go.
Do you get like at the end of a run, do you get like levels up or like do you get to keep your equipment that you gathered or that kind of thing?
Yeah, so there are upgrades. So you do collect these, I don't know what they're called. They're like these little pink currency that you can spend at kind of like there's a little hub that you're at before you go out back into the Dunjungle or the dungeon or the Jungeon. I don't know. And so you can buy new weapons and spells that you can find in the dungeon, but you also can unlock like small increases to like recovery items will heal you more. You have an amulet that you start with, which is just like a small ability, and its basic thing that it does is it heals you just a tiny bit, and it charges up by you attacking things.
Wow.
So as you're going through the dungeon, every once in a while you get a little heal, but you can upgrade that as you go. There are some random like event rooms that will spawn semi-regularly, and you can upgrade those rooms at the hub as well.
Oh.
So there's a bunch of different things that you can like unlock as you go to like kind of help your progress. And one of the things that's really fun is they're like outfits that you have to do certain things to unlock them. Like the one that I unlocked was like kill 500 enemies with melee attacks. And these outfits aren't just cosmetic. They're also like give you different stat buffs and minuses and slightly different skills. So I had such a blast with this game that I played the demo for like an hour and a half. And then I was like, okay, I see it's in early access. Like, give me more content. Like, this is so fun.
Cool.
The demo has 6 weapons, 8 range attacks or spells, and it has one of those classes that you can unlock, which is like the outfits. But the full game right now it's in early access still, but it has 18 different weapons, 27 ranged attacks / spells, and 7 different classes that you can unlock. And so I did unlock one class in the full version. It's the same one. It's the melee attack one, and it makes your dodge roll slower, but it deals damage. And it also ensures that some of the equipment that you start with is the same every time. That kind of goes with that class, and it gives you a little bit of a buff to your melee attack, I think, and then it like reduces a bunch of other stats. So it's kind of a balance there, but you can choose like kind of a play style you want to go through for that run. I had such a fun time with this game. Like I'm gonna be playing this game all weekend. It's super addicting.
It sounds fun. I looked it up too, and I like the way that it looks.
The art is super fun. There is you don't throw poop, but there is a button that you press that just like makes monkey noises.
Oh my God.
So it's the same button you use to like go through a doorway, but there's not generally a doorway there. So you can just run through and go and stuff like that. It's hilarious.
Is it multiplayer? Can you play with friends?
There isn't, as far as I know right now. That may be something they add in the future, but it's just fun. Like I really like games where you can kind of get like into a flow of it and just like go with it, and you don't have to like think that much or like wait for the story to happen. This game like ticks that box for me. Like you can just like do a run and it takes 5 minutes, or do a run and it takes 10 minutes when you get a little bit better or you are more careful. And so it's just fun. Like I don't feel like I'm committed when I start playing, because I know it's only going to be a few minutes and then I die, and then I can buy an upgrades or try again with a different weapon. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. If you're a fan of roguelikes, like Dead Cells or Hades or anything like that, like definitely check this out. It's awesome, you guys.
Cool.
Very cool. Yeah.
Join us tomorrow for the next demo of 12 Days of Demos. Give the podcast 5 stars if you liked what you heard. You can email us with any comments, questions, or constructive criticism at letmebeyourgg@gmail.com. You can also send us any game requests if there is something you would like us to review. You can find us on Instagram at letmebeyourgg, and our Patreon can be found at patreon.com/letmebeyourgg. Thank you for listening. We can't wait to see you tomorrow, and thank you so much for letting me be your demo guide. GG, y'all.
Bye.